Hi guys, today I'm going to show you how I made Gerardito's costume for this party they had at school, but it can totally work for Halloween. I'm going to use a shirt. I found this turquoise shirt, shorts, some felt, and also thread. You can do this by hand. I'm just going to sew it because I want it to last a little bit longer until his birthday. That's why I decided to sew instead of glue. So I just got a regular shirt at Walmart and it was $2.97 and the shorts were $4.97. So it's a pretty cheap costume if you think about it. And the pieces of felt, they're about 23 cents, 28 cents. They're not really that expensive. So this is what I'm going to be using. The first thing I will be doing, I will measure the vest. I'm gonna use just plies of the felt, so I'm gonna put it on top of the shirt and just kind of go working along with it. If you can do this with your kid's shirt, if your kid is a little bigger, mine is wearing an 8 size shirt, so just buy like a whole yard and it will be easier too. So I'm gonna go ahead, as you can tell, I'm using a Sharpie just to mark wherever I cannot see. That's for the sleeve, and I'm just gonna cut it, and I'm gonna cut four pieces the same way. That way I have my vest, the shape of my vest already. And I'm gonna make sure that they are all the same because I don't want it to look weird. So I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna add pins at the ends this way, and this will help me when I'm sewing just to make sure where they are. And also for the middle part, I mean, you can use the whole yard if you want, but it's gonna be covered with leaves, so it doesn't really matter if you can see this where you sew it. So I'm gonna go ahead and close that as well. And now I'm gonna go to my sewing machine, and with a simple stitch I'm going to start closing the vest, just leaving the front part open. And if you want, you can do a zigzag stitch, but I haven't noticed that the felt really frays, so it doesn't really matter that much. I'm gonna go ahead, and since I already have my vest, I'm gonna cut leaves, and I just kind of eyed them. It wasn't really like a pattern. I just cut them and made a bunch of them. So I'm gonna go ahead and pin them this way, just kind of fold it in the middle. That way it has a better appearance, like it looks more like leaves. So I'm gonna start pinning them all around. I'm gonna start from the bottom up, that way it will be easier. And I was alternating from dark leaves to light leaves. I'm gonna go ahead and start sewing, but at this point you can use your hot glue gun, you can use fabric glue, or whatever you have in hand with you. I don't think regular glue will work that well. It might come off easy. So this is what it looks like. I'm just gonna fill the whole vest this way. So I'm gonna continue sewing until it is full with leaves. It took me about an hour to probably to do this, but my son loved it. So I mean, it's worth it, especially if you're doing it for Halloween costume. It's so inexpensive and easy to make, so I would recommend this if your kids are really into trolls like mine is. So I'm gonna go ahead, finish the vest. The next thing I will be doing is this hug time bracelet, and I'm using felt as well. I measure the yellow strap with some felt, and I'm just gonna wing the flowers. It has to be like, doesn't have to be perfect flowers. They have to be kind of funky. So I folded my piece of felt in 4, and I just started cutting, and I'm gonna add another layer of a blue flower, and I'm just gonna finish with either a button or a crystal gem if you have another flower if you like. So I mean, you can just layer on top like I'm doing here, just playing with the petals. And I'm also going to add the leaves between the flower. So I mean, this is a pretty simple thing that you can add to complete your costume. You know how trolls are really into hugging. And this is gonna be the leaves. I'm gonna put it like this. So I'm just gonna sew, and I mean, you can glue it at this point. I decided to just sew it because I knew he was gonna use it a lot. And I will put a button in the middle. I'm gonna sew real quick, and the next thing I wanted for him to be able to put it on and take it off quickly. So I decided to get this self-stick Velcro that I found at the Dollar General. So I'm gonna put a little bit on the back of well, at the end of the felt bracelet, and I'm gonna add the other piece too, so it will be pretty much ready to use, and you don't need to sew anything. You don't have to struggle with that. So this is the costume ready. I added a couple patches of felt to the shorts. He decided to color his hair in 2 colors because he loves Guy Diamond as well, and he's not really into taking pictures and videos, but I wanted to show you how cute it looks. I hope you enjoyed this video, and I will be posting more for their birthdays. Don't forget to subscribe and give me a like. I will talk to you next time. Bye guys.